How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. This is a really interesting day. We just got news that Binance sold the majority of their Bitcoin, their ETH, and their Sol reserves. Let's talk about that. This is kind of leaking news from January. A lot of people might have been wondering why the price wasn't going up, and we talked about that a lot on the channel, that Wintermute, that Binance was using Wintermute to dump on traders. We'll talk about that. We have the numbers here, as I said. We also have news of Mr. 100 coming back to the market to start buying. We have a big event tomorrow. We joke around, you have 24 hours, but really there is a massive event tomorrow and Thursday that will drive the market significantly. We could see big moves, really big moves that set the stage for the next few weeks of trading and when the market actually eventually jumps. And we have some estimates of different ETF approvals for altcoins. If you don't mind, hit subscribe, turn on the bell notification underneath the video so you can see future videos just like this. Sometimes people post when the video actually starts, right? They'll say 2 minutes in or something like that underneath the video, but I think it's important to tell you kind of what we're going to be talking about throughout the video as well. Awesome trading right now on Blofin. Apparently it logged me out, but we have some really great sign-up bonuses. So they have the spinner game. You can log in and you can get like 0.1 Bitcoin. You can get XRP as well. But there are two events going on. There's also this Ace of Trades competition. If you've signed up with my link already, you'll be automatically in this. You'll be entered in this, and depending on how much, like everyone that signed up under my link trades, we can get different rewards. And if you're new, right, if you want to sign up using this link, you can get entered in this as well. The more you trade, or the better the P&L, the more you get. And they're giving away, I think, up to $5.6 million. Yeah, it starts in about 2 days. So you can do both of these underneath the video. There are two different links. Just hit the register now button, and you'll be able to start getting some of these rewards. I think there are also some extra bonuses when you use my link. So hit both of those, sign up. There's no KYC. You don't need a VPN, so you can start trading right away. There's also a link to the Patreon as well, in case you want to see some exclusive videos and kind of see what I'm doing. Now, in January, Binance sold 94% of their Bitcoin reserves, 99.9% of ETH, and 99% of Solana. These were profits, not customer funds. And you can see the balances drawn down. Now, this is coming out from a couple different accounts right now. But obviously this is leaked. I would assume. I don't think they're probably publishing this information on purpose. We can also see this on the blockchain. We can see them sending crypto over to Wintermute and then basically dumping on the market. Now, why are they doing this? Is it because they don't think crypto is going to go up? No, I think they're quite bullish on crypto. And as far as I know, CZ still owns the exchange, and they benefit greatly if crypto goes up. But also, they could be taking profit, first of all. Right? They made a lot of money, most likely through this bull run. But second, what I really think is happening is they're trying to flush out long positions. Right? If they dump crypto, then they don't have to pay out on those long positions. They can buy back in at lower prices. This has regularly happened for over a decade. And this happens in other markets as well. But it's very obvious in crypto because we can see this happening on chain. So they dump the price, they buy back in lower, they get benefits of not having to pay out long positions because they get liquidated. And they also get the benefit of being able to buy back in at a lower price. So they dumped 94.1% of their Bitcoin, 99.9% of their Ethereum. I mean, we're talking about 216,000 Ethereum. That's a ton of ETH. BNB, they didn't really dump too much, 16%. Solana, they dumped 99%. USDT, they also dumped a significant amount, a couple $2 billion. And then some other stablecoins as well. They added to their USDC position. So obviously they're causing some manipulation, right? This does dump the price, but long term, this is bound to happen. This continues to happen in crypto. long term. That's why you have to think long term, not just the next couple weeks, not the next month, but a year, 2 years, 5 years down the line. Where are we going to be? So yeah, I'm not too worried about this. We already knew this was happening, but you can see some of the numbers, and yeah, they're dumping heavily. Tomorrow we have a big event, January CPI. Nick T says January CPI could show us whether we're past the brunt of the stiff turn of the year price resets that really greeted forecasters, Fed officials, and markets in recent years. Forecasters expect core CPI was up 0.3%, holding the year over year at 3.2. They expect 0.32% on headline CPI. You can see some of the estimates down here, but yeah, the previous month was 0.39% for headline, and they're expecting obviously lower. They're expecting 0.32 this month. So they're expecting the CPI and core CPI to hold the same year over year as last month. We have PPI the next day, which is the producer price index, more of a leading indicator, but that will be the following day. So we have a lot of good inflation data coming up in the next few days. Obviously, this is going to drive the markets. This is going to drive the future Fed meetings, and this will drive economic policy. So we'll have to continue to monitor this. Mr. 100 is back. He's buying. When you scroll down, you can see he has not bought since January 13, and he bought just 100 Bitcoin. Before that, it was January 1. Before that, it was like mid-December, and he had been dumping mid-December as well. So just kind of back and forth. Really, he was doing significant buying until October, and then he dumped a significant amount, and that was at 65,000, 75,000, 95,000, but now back to buying. So you can see, let me just make sure that we get out all the transactions under $100. You can see for the first time since really mid-December, some significant buying. 109 Bitcoin, 119, 109, 114 Bitcoin, all within the last 3 or 4 days. So a little bit of extra buying pressure. And the official altcoin ETF approval odds are out. This is coming from Eric Balkunas, who's the head ETF analyst at Bloomberg. He says that there's a 90% chance of a Litecoin ETF, a 75% chance of a Dogecoin ETF, 70% chance of Solana, and 65% chance of XRP this year. So be on the lookout. We should expect ETFs, I shouldn't say we should expect, but it's likely that we'll see ETFs for these 4 different cryptos this year. And I think it's been pretty obvious from the presidency that they're very pro-crypto. He's going to push his thumb on the scale to get approval for these types of things because that means that there's, I don't want to say less regulation, but there's more allowed for him to make money, for Trump to make money, for us to make money. And he wants the market to do well. So I would not be surprised to see him kind of push the SEC to approve these different ETFs this year. Now, what time of the year, who knows? But that could be kind of the alt season is, hey, we approve these ETFs. You have a few days to buy before you can start trading. And then maybe there's some allocating towards these ETFs. I could see that kind of being the catalyst for the alt season or for these cryptos to do well, or the lead up to the approval, right? So the final SEC deadline for all of these is the later part of the year. So that kind of jives with or fits in with the timeline that we typically see the market top out the second half of the post-halving year. So be on the lookout for that too. I think we're bound to have a good year this year. I could always be wrong, but I'm pretty excited about the year ahead. Again, if you want to trade crypto, if you think the market's going to do well, if you think CPI is coming in pretty positive, you can check out the link underneath the video to Blofin. There are also links to BTCC, to BitUniX, to WEEX, all those exchanges, CoinW as well. They all have different benefits, but yeah, Blofin has these 2 different events going on right now that I think could be beneficial, and it's some free money for you. It's some free crypto. So check that out underneath the video. Thank you so much. I'll see you all in the next one.